Hey guys, I'm SDN Wolf. Welcome back to the channel. I am just wanted to give you a little bit of a late week update. I don't have any time lapse or anything. I'm kind of getting to the point with Wilderness Springs where I think we almost need to wrap it up again. I'm going through a pretty good bit of crashing now, and it's particularly happening when I'm recording and trying to play at the same time. Outpost 87 is still going really good, but I hate that I can't, I really think my system's holding me back at this point, even though, yes, it's from like 2019, but it's still a pretty beefy system, 2080 Ti. I've got an Intel processor, and I just think we're at the point with this build, probably rolling up on 200,000 pieces. And I think I'm just past the point of being able to, I really honestly think, record and play at this point. Kind of moving around like this, the frames are still okay. But when I go into OBS or even on, NVIDIA, trying to record and get these builds recorded, it is just no bueno anymore. I can only play for, it seems like, 5-7 minutes at a time. And then I am completely crashing out to the desktop. Planet Coaster has encountered a problem. I thought it was my NVIDIA driver. They came out with a new update on July 1st, and I thought it was that, and I got that updated and the crashes stopped. But here, probably over the last day or two, I cannot even get really any salvageable time lapse out because, I'm recording, the game crashes, I get like 5 minutes, go back in, recording, game crashes. So I don't know, it may be, that was a pretty good hang up right there. It might be about time to kind of get in here and I think the day has ended. There we go. Might be time to kind of get in here and wrap some things up and not move on because I don't feel like building in Wilderness Springs anymore. I just think the game and my system has reached its limit of what I can put into a park. Maybe it'd be one of those things where, I've been looking at new systems and I've kind of been on CyberPower and looking around on Newegg. I was even looking around on Walmart. They got some pretty, Walmart has some 5080 builds right now. They're really, really terribly overpriced. I think they're like $3,000, but, I think it's time for me to probably start speccing out a new build. This build that I'm on now, it's been a workhorse, don't get me wrong, but it was built for Planet Zoo. So we're talking, 2019, 2020, it got me through all of COVID and it got me through the launch of Planet Coaster 2. But if we're looking at doing large projects like this, probably need to look at upgrading. And, it kind of stinks because it makes you almost not want to take on a project like this again. It almost makes you want to say okay, we're either going to do a theme park and keep it a theme park, or we're going to do a water park and keep it a water park. So, maybe we might have to tone down the projects a little bit. I know a lot of you guys are wanting to see me do just a standalone dark ride. And I think we could definitely try that this summer. People are wanting me to go back into the Kama'aina Resort. I've got to finish up some things for Leaf. Let me just show you, as far as Leaf goes, I have not been back in Atlantis for a while. I'm sure he's going to be probably asking for this park file back. I saw him playing some Planet Coaster 2 the other evening. Kind of spied him out on Discord. The cheeky little fellow was not on Planet Zoo. He was actively in Planet Coaster 2 as of Tuesday evening. And when I saw him playing, I thought, oh crap, he's gonna ask me for this back. And I've got the resort as far as the front facade goes here, I've got that kind of ready to go, but I didn't get him another like attraction area out here, and I haven't finished the front part of the resort, which I guess, you know, that can be blank because even he's built it to kind of be viewed from this way. But I need to work on this. I need to get that back to him. Maybe that'll get him back into some Planet Coaster 2 mischief. We got to do that. We have got to get the pirate area like we talked about in Hidden Hollow. If we're going to start on a dark ride, now, you know, there's really no excuse. We've got the fairy tale, the pirate, the sci-fi, the western, all of that stuff from the original is in the game now. So there's just a lot of things I think we need to look at, and particularly like I think it'd be a good time as we're waiting for DLC to drop on us, and, you know, waiting for that type of news. But yeah, I have got a lot of crap going on, and I think it's just, we kind of need to wrap up on the Wilderness Spring side of things, you know, to really kind of focus on these other projects. I think Wilderness Springs was absolutely a wonderful park to grow with you guys with, and, you know, learn the game and just get better at content creation. But like I said, I'm at the point now where that park is just so massive, it's physically hard to play and record stuff for it now. So yeah, probably need to look at wrapping up Wilderness Springs at least by the end of July, you know, right there at the beginning of August. But yeah, we you know, really need to, I'm kind of waiting to hit like a big inspiration streak for Kama'aina. I know a lot of you guys, and, you know, we've not been in this resort yet with the pirate pieces, with Fairy Tale. I'm sure there are a lot of things we could do, we could add to this resort, just from the pirate standpoint alone. So, and, you know, kind of maybe getting in here and shoring up the volcano a little bit. Probably go ahead, even though these are awesome, get rid of these placeholder blueprints that are just, you know, just from people on the workshop, and kind of design our own little area, little water park area. We've got the golf course over here we never finished. We've got a spot for the clubhouse. I don't know. There's just a lot of things for us to still tackle. And, you know, I just kind of wanted to get in here and give you guys a big update on where all the projects sit and my thoughts on Wilderness Springs. I don't really think I have. Did we really have anything else major going on? These are all pretty much Wilderness Springs, like, protect saves from all back in the day. Oh, this was like a little, I'll show you this. This was a thought I had going into fall. I think this could be a good fall build. Basically, this is the Wilderness Springs map, but kind of laid out a little different. It's like I went into this a couple months ago, and I'm almost prepping this as like a fantasy theme park. And that's what my thought on this was. Like, you know, this will be the entrance over here, and, you know, the weenie or the giant fantasy castle will kind of sit up on this kind of like large ridge line there, and then the different lands will you know, kind of spread out all, you know, different areas of the map, almost do like a hub and spoke Disney type of design. But yeah, that's what I was thinking for this park, just kind of over here messing around, terraforming, no really hardcore plans yet. But yeah, tell me what you guys think about this too. Maybe starting an ultra budget fantasy Disney style, you know, castle separated by the different lands type of park. So that is kind of what I was thinking of for maybe a good fall project. Take us into September, October, November with a new park project. And that should be it. The only other thing on your radar, I haven't went back in, so you're not missing anything as far as that first test, that first showcase goes. But the Jurassic Park River Adventure, I could definitely see one of the guys on Reddit made me a art-shaped hadrosaur. But yeah, this is still untouched from what you saw last time. So, this leaves some space to come in and maybe start a little series. Because remember, we've never actually even started on the lift. We just kind of stopped right here. I was just, like I said, when I started this project, it was kind of just to see if it was possible. Hello. And I definitely think it is. I definitely think we have the pieces to make this believable and work. It's just probably now, really honestly just getting in and making it happen, getting in and putting the work in. So the proof of concept for Jurassic Park River Adventure is there. If you're thinking about trying it, definitely go for it. I think you can make it work. Use these little tropical and the little gray, recolorable gray rocks to kind of give that, that edge, that border edge on the little islands, where the water comes up to as far as the ride goes. So, yep, definitely could make that happen. But, let me know, guys. Let me know if you have any thoughts or any suggestions on stuff you would like to see. I'm definitely all ears for the end of summer and, fall. We can jump into some things, finish up Wilderness Springs, keep ideas going with Hidden Hollow. But I just want to let you know kind of where I'm at and where everything sets. Mentally, I'm still okay-ish. I mean, I'm still, interested in making content. Definitely just kind of with my schedule, daily videos, definitely probably not going to happen for a while, at least until the weather breaks and we're all kind of going mad and cabin fever and kind of shut up inside. But mentally, no, I'm still good with the channel. I'm still good with videos every few days. I'm not feeling any type of burnout really right now. It's just, scheduling stuff, getting home late. How Planet Coaster is, it's a game that doesn't lend itself really to just building for 5 minutes and then getting a 20-minute video out. Like you have to put in the time. These builds can sometimes take 1, 2, 3 hours, maybe more on the weekends. And then filming and editing and doing the voiceovers, getting it uploaded. It's just, it's not one of those games, like filming a survival game or an FPS game where it's all kind of quick-paced content that you can, you can drop fairly quick. This stuff does not appear on its own. You have to, if you're new, all of this stuff was placed by hand. This is a piece-by-piece genre of game. So, when you come into this map, it is all just like this. It's just grass. Every little single piece of plant and rock and sign and dinosaur, it all has to be placed by hand. So that lends itself to, you got to take your time. It just takes a while. So anyways, guys, I'm going to jump on out of here. Just wanted to not leave you in the dark this week. Like I said, I didn't have any really major builds going on. I did put the go-karts in Outpost 87 and messed around with it a little bit and that concept, but did not really get a lot of game time this week. Emma started her soccer evaluation on Monday, where they find out she's only 3, but they look at them and find out what team they're going to put them on. So, here at the end of the month, her soccer starts. So that'll be really fun to kind of, go into that chapter of our lives with her. Emma competing in competitive live sports. So, we definitely having fun with that. And as always, having fun hanging out with you guys as well. Just kind of want to let you know where my headspace was and, moving into what's hopefully our soon coming DLC season. But let me know what you think down below. Let me know if you're still enjoying the channel, if you're still enjoying the content, what you would like to see different. If there's any games out there you'd like to see me play or try, let me know. A lot of times other games crap their pants, but hey, there might be a whole nother audience out there we could tap into that absolutely know nothing about S. Dan Wolf and our creepy little corner of YouTube here. So anyways, guys, I'm S. Dan Wolf. As always, thank you for stopping by and hanging out with me and sticking with me, and I'll catch you in the next video.